Dumelang, Tsibink. Welcome to another fire episode of the Mobile Schools podcast, man. Today it's a beautiful day. Apple just announced, not just, but they announced that they're now going to open for the right to repair. I think they've also realized it's not like they're stupid. They've realized that they need to move away from phones because phones are becoming redundant. That's why they stopped with the iPhone 8. The 12, I think, is not selling that well. The 13 didn't sell that much. And then they're like, oh yeah, we don't have chip, we have a chip shortage. But I think with COVID, after COVID, a lot of people realize like, wait man, why am I changing my phone again? Especially if they're just gonna change a few things that I'm gonna get later if I just get the latest operating system. So we've come out of a place where we didn't need abundance, we didn't need phones, we didn't need cars, we didn't need clothes. So we're like in our homes on WhatsApp on our iPhone 6 and iPhone 7s or iPhone 12 and 13, and we couldn't show off our clothes, we couldn't show off our cars. And then after a year, we all, I think that's why things are changing so heavy and so quickly. After a year, we realized like, oh, half of the shit we give a fuck about, they don't mean anything. So big up for Apple to introducing the right to repair, but like I said, they're not doing it for you. Apple is sitting on a lot of those parts and they don't know what to do with them. So they're like, we need to sell these. This is a genius move. They're just trying to sell the parts they don't need. Remember when they were like, oh, bring your phones and we can give you a new phone and take the old parts and recycle them. There are so many people who use iPhones. They probably have like 70 million screens, which brings me to this situation that we're doing in South Africa. We've spoken to a few cell phone companies, they've not responded. It's okay, but we need to move. We're working on a project called Women in Tech that's focused on hardware. We feel like when people are talking about women in tech, it's always about coding. And you never get examples of women who coded some shit that changed the world. It's never happened. It's crazy how everybody talks about women in tech, get a lot of money, and after 2 years, they'll never show you a woman. It's like, oh, she created this app that tells you when your titties is bigger because of cancer or because you're on your periods, da. And that's sexist of me to make it about just women, but I feel like it's a good example of if women are not coming up with ideas, even if you give them free education to code, they're not gonna code anything. You need to encourage innovation instead of how to make an app. Start with innovation. But we thought, oh, let's jump into the bandwagon of women in tech, but let's focus on hardware. A lot of women in South Africa have fallen pregnant, teenage pregnancy because of poverty. Nothing else. Also, we need to arrest those guys who are impregnating 12-year-olds. There's a lot of women who are pregnant under the age of 16. They are being raped. Those are not like teenage pregnancies. That's rape. That's literally the definition of rape. Having sex with somebody under the age. The age to have consensual sex in South Africa, I think, last time I checked, I stand to be corrected. You know what? Actually, fuck you, don't correct me. I stick to my point. It's 18. Even if the government says 16, I say 18. I say 18. Why are you having sex at 16? Okay, you can have sex at 16, but why are you having a child? You must go have an abortion. You must use a condom. But don't have a child. You still have a long, bright future. But since you messed up, I'm here for you. So keep your eye on social media. We're going to be going around the country looking for women who are pregnant, also just women who are unemployed. And we're going to teach them how to fix cell phone screens. Not only cell phone screens, but other things on phones. I think with mobile schools, and this is the point we've been making, the whole education and curriculum system is bullshit. You don't need 2 years to learn how to change a cell phone screen, a cracked cell phone screen. That's money. Look at your phone now. You fixed it before, or it has a small crack. Look at the back of it. Doesn't look as great because it's been scratched. We're gonna come to you. Get it. Go give it to a woman to fix it. Bring it back to you because we're going to launch on the way anyway, which is a delivery system, but we'll see how that goes. And then you get your phone and you pay. So Women get jobs, they work in the comfort of their homes. You get your phone to talk to your hoes, you get your phone to talk to your side dudes. Everything is good, everything is good. So yeah, big up for Apple for that. Make more money out of these guys who think you've just changed your mind, but you had to do what you had to do. And finally, I just want to talk about the president of South Africa. There's nothing to say about that guy, guys. Oh, well.
Where Mamjad? Mamjadi! How? Now,